marketing ops and Martech pros are never ending battle with like elevating the role beyond like we're just people that are pressing send a button in Eloqua to send an email, or like we manage Martech tools. Marketing ops builds and maintains all the systems, the workflows, the logic to ensure the customer interaction, the people experience of that is consistent, timely, and scalable, and they make sure the experience works across all these tools and channels. Is that part of like where you're coming from there? What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, totally, I agree. And I again, like I said, I think two things I want to mention there that I would challenge your listeners. Go to those people that are now in your tech team that are maybe product owners or you think are very tech heavy, etc. They will be so happy to think along with you in how to enable certain business, make the experience better, whatever, because they have the technical knowledge and maybe you need to educate them a little bit from a business side, right? But once you do that, you can have such a great conversation together. And what's the benefit also for example, a marketeer? Take an ABM marketeer, whatever. I'm just calling out a role that they will become more technical, understand the systems better. The technical person or the product owner will understand the business better, So it's really a win-win also, where I'm sure they will be so happy to collaborate also. And it's not only a technical person. And I think also that what a technology team does is that we ensure that what people dream can become reality. At least we try. People dream a lot. We try to slice it off also always a little bit to make it practical and make it happen. But that's what we do. And I'm also really happy there to see that it becomes more and more self-service. Like I said before, that where I foresee everybody becoming technologists. Everybody knows in the past it took like 5 weeks or 2 months, whatever, to build a website. It took a large tech team and an awful lot of money to build a website, basically. And now anybody with a bit of knowledge can make it happen in a matter of minutes now with AI, or hours if you go in the tools yourself and you add the right content, etc. And everybody becomes a technologist, and the programming language is English, probably. So I think we also really have a job where it's hard to see what our efforts bring and what it takes to keep the ecosystem working, basically. And in conversations on cost reductions, rationalizations that we have in marketing, but also on the tech side, of course, often. I often think, let's pull the plug off the system for 20 minutes and you will see how many people will call you. I never dare to do it, but sometimes you need a bit of a crisis also to show the worth of some of these teams, and what they mean for the business and what it brings for the business in bottom line also, or you're connected with the customer.
Yeah, it's a very digital pirate mentality.
I never dared, Phil, but who knows? I've thought about it. I'm sure it crossed the mind of many people. But I see it really changing that also as a tech team, we really have a seat on the table. There's almost no discussion that technology and technology teams are not part of the equation. And I'm being pulled in all kind of conversations and actually happy that I don't need to beg for attention, right? When you're a seller, previously in my role of a seller, that was a very different, tough job. Now also a tough job, but more about where do you say no to and yes to. And you mentioned about what's the difference with people HR. Actually, we also have conversations with our HR teams of how we set up our technology in a certain way, because they also are starting to use more HR, more technology in terms of recruitment, etc., etc. So your knowledge is also transferable and very scalable, etc. And so I think that's how we can stay really relevant also. And one thing there, I do believe, is your internal setup really matters. Who do you report to? Who owns the tech, actually? Who makes the decisions, etc. And there you also have to build a bit your own network for, first of all, but also get really some high-level execs to sponsor and buy into your thinking, etc. Otherwise, it's very hard to get things done.